So I want to take you back to 2005. Simpler times. Me and my sister would come home from school every day. And my grandma would be there because my parents were busy working. Every day after school at 4 p.m, my grandma would come downstairs and offer to cook us a meal. One of her signature dishes, a chapati with butter on top. Of course we said yes. But at the time, I never actually appreciated the lesson that my grandma was trying to teach me, which was to be of service. Because every day, 4 p.m, no matter the day, she would come down and ask us if we wanted something to eat. Fast forward to this year, a couple months ago, I was in Finland with my wife and her family. And it was my birthday. And I don't know if you've ever had an experience where you know you're about to get bad news because you can't fully relax. A sense of something's about to go wrong. And I couldn't fully relax on my birthday. And 4 p.m, my brother texted me and said, Grandma's ill. She's got sepsis. She's in hospital. Of course, I had to drop everything. The very next day, I flew back, dropped everything in Finland. And as I came back to London, back into the hustle bustle, made my way to the hospital. And I saw my family, my grandma, lying in the hospital bed. And what was left of my grandma, I wasn't really sure whether that was my grandma or not my grandma, because I could see her consciousness slipping away, fading away in that moment. She was there but not there, present but drifting. And every day it became a routine for me and my family, my parents, my sister, to visit my grandma. It became like a daily thing. But we all knew too well that she was in the jaws of death, and the chances of her getting better were slim. But the one thing I remember from that moment is looking at my dying grandma and looking out her hospital room window and just seeing the hustle and the bustle of London continuing. The beeping of the buses, the noises of the tubes, the trains, the road rage, all of it just continuing whilst my grandma is dying. And in that moment, I realized everything is noise. Most things in this world are just noise. Because in that moment, I realized what truly mattered. And it wasn't what was outside of that window. It was what was happening in that very room. The juxtaposition of my grandma dying, but London continuing obliviously, is something I'll never forget. And in her dying, my grandma taught me the value of consciousness, of time. How often have you heard time is important, don't waste it? But how often do we do? Just one more meme, one more TikTok, one more YouTube video, one more hour of doom scrolling. But we waste it. My grandma's not here today, but you are, I am, and all we have left is time and consciousness. So, who's that one person that's had an impact on your life? What does consciousness mean to you? And most importantly, you haven't met my grandma, but you've met her through me because of the ripple effects she created through me, to me. You're technically meeting her indirectly. I think our legacy, our afterlife, whatever you believe in, for me, our afterlife is the impact we have on other people through our choices, our words, and our character. So what ripple effects will you create in this world? What will you be remembered for? For me, it was my grandma's act of service and the importance of consciousness and time. If you found value in this video, give it a like. Let me know in the comments who means something to you. What did you think of the video? And most importantly, if you found value in this, subscribe, because every week I release new videos like this. Take care.